public shaming. And there's all these examples, and there's this one guy whose dad was a famous Nazi, like a Nazi sympathizer, and then he got caught in these S&M things where it looked like he was a Nazi. And it was like, the people were going to fucking slam him, and it said in the book, the only way to get through public shaming is to not give a fuck about the shaming. If you're like, you can't shame me because I don't give a fuck.
Well, isn't that funny with this Charlie Sheen story? Because that's how Charlie Sheen got through everything up until now. Not giving a fuck. Up until sucking a dick. And it's like, hey! Hey, whoa! Whoa. I'll give you money.
So we did suck a dude's dick?
Allegedly.
That's what he said in the video.
You're getting everything third, fourth, and who the fuck knows what really happened? Allegedly in the video. I don't know. I haven't seen it. But the point being is that he always owned up to everything he did up until this.
Yeah.
Everything he did up until this was like, who gives a fuck? Oh well, that's me. Tiger blood, winning, you know?
Tiger blood. Quote unquote.
Now, you know, I mean, he went on Matt Lauer, is that what it was? And said that he had HIV. But you know what? HIV is a weird one, dude. Because medication that they have today is so effective. You take HIV medication and it doesn't even show up in your blood.
I'd rather have that than Hep C.
Oh my God, there's so many. It's got this stigma attached to it, right? But there's so many diseases that kill people that are quicker than, like, women die from HPV, which is like super common. You want to papillomavirus? Yeah, women get cancer from that. They can get cancer from that, and they can die from that. That's way more common than a guy with HIV in the Western world who finds out about it, gets diagnosed, and starts taking medication. Way more common for a woman to die from that than it is for the guy to die from HIV in 2015. 2015 is an amazing time to have HIV. You want to go get it? Go get it. Go get it. You want it? It's like they don't have lick to the point where they lick. They have an injection that they can give you that cures it, but they have medication that make it undetectable.
Yeah. But him not telling the girls that, you think that's, I mean, that's pretty fucked up, right? That's prison time.
It's definitely not nice.
It's definitely not nice.
I just feel like,
I mean, I had to do the triangle, like, oh shit, did I sleep with somebody that slept with somebody that might have slept with him? You know, I
don't think you can get it that way. There's very little evidence that a man can get it through normal heterosexual intercourse.
Herpes outbreak in her period.
I've been saying, by the way, I've been saying this for fucking years.
Yeah, it's not politically correct to say, but there's very little evidence. Here's the deal. If you could, if it was easy to get, I'm not saying it's impossible to get, because I'm obviously not a doctor and an idiot, but I think if it was possible or easy to get, Jesus Christ, everybody would have it.
Ron Jeremy, you have it.
Well, that's what everybody was worried about in the 1990s. When AIDS started its rampant rage through the public eye, everybody was scared that everybody was going to have it. I had my first AIDS test in 92. It was an HIV test, I guess. I was getting insurance, and I had to get an AIDS test. And I was like, oh my God, I was fucking terrified. And when it came back clean, I was like, yes. Because you don't know. Think all the times you got drunk and didn't use a condom, and who knows what that girl had? Who knows what? Just like, there's no. If it really was something that normal heterosexual men got through normal intercourse, the way it's been described to me by medical professionals, obviously, not by knuckleheads on the internet, is that it's just really difficult to get that because a man is injecting his dick inside of a girl and coming in a girl. A woman's vagina, on the other hand, is an excellent candidate for reception because it's moist in there. It's essentially open tissue. You know, you can. It's like that's why like some girls take drugs that way. That's why people take drugs anally too. Why you take like an anal suppository, like dudes take ecstasy anally. They take an ecstasy pill and stuff it up their ass, and it'll melt down, break down, and get into their bloodstream. Yeah. People I heard people drinking beer, drinking. Can kill you because it goes through right into your blood. Yeah, that's real dangerous, man, because it's not going through your stomach. Yeah. You can get fucked up and putting like alcohol and vodka up your asshole. Yeah, vodka tampons, right?
Vodka tampons.
Yeah.
Girls soak tampons in vodka and stuff in their pussy.
And then go to the pub.
And get lit. But they have fresh, minty breath. Because breath is perfect.
Wait, go back to this AIDS thing. I had some people one night, and I was drunk. I was in Atlanta. but I had some people from the CDC at my show,
Mhm.
and they were saying exactly what you're saying to me.
Yeah.
Because I said something about, oh, I forget the joke. I'm sure I got the joke. And they came out and they like set me straight. They're like, listen, my first, this is not, it's not worth telling, but I got an AIDS test in 95. And one of the first jokes I ever wrote, before I was a comedian, I remember waiting the results and saying, think positive. No, think negative. Think negative. No, think positive or think negative. Like, I was like, I was waiting in the waiting room and I thought, that's funny.
Can you stop?
Like, you want a positive result, but you want a negative positive result.
Right.
And I was joking in my head.
Can you
I
stop?
said that, and then it came out.
Can
I
you
said,
stop?
no, exactly what you just said.
Yeah, it's very hard to get apparently. And this seems to be a consensus. I wouldn't say something like this to try to encourage people to not use condom. But it just seems like now gay sex on the other hand, if you're having gay anal sex, it's the same thing. You're dealing with like open tissue. It's not skin. It's not the same. You know, it's not the same as the skin on the out. If you come to the back, pretty sure they're not
Stop.
getting AIDS. But you come in the front and you've got to live.
Yeah.
Weird things can happen.
Skin on skin, man.
I think there's a lot of scary diseases out there, man. I think we're super lucky to live in this amazing time as far as like modern medicine and what they can figure out and not figure out. But it's always going to be weirdest when diseases come through sex. Because like Ebola is scary as fuck and malaria is the scariest of all time. Malaria has killed, ready for this? There's a fact. Malaria has killed half of the people that have ever died ever.
What?
Yep. Half the people that have ever died on the planet Earth, ever, were killed by malaria. Out of all the reasons why people died, car accidents, plane crashes, AIDS, cancer, malaria killed half of the people that have ever died ever.
How's that possible?
Because malaria is a motherfucker. Malaria kills millions of people. But we just don't hear about it because we don't get malaria in California. We don't get malaria in America. But if you're in Africa, you are fucking terrified of malaria.
Well, no, hold on. Okay, this is not a fact that I'm sure is right, but black people with sickle cell anemia developed the sickle cell gene to defend against malaria.
Whoa, never heard that before.
Jamie, can someone help me type in sickle cell malaria?
Wow, that's interesting if true.
It's something to do with the sickle cell gene is what protects black people in Africa from malaria because the body tries to fight it. I only know this because when we were traveling to Africa, we had to take malaria pills and they fucked me up. They really fucked me up. They cripple you. Oh, my dreams were like insane.
Yeah, I've heard people say that they would rather get malaria than deal with the malaria medication. Because they get malaria and they just get antibiotics and get it taken care of. Mystery solved. How sickle cell hemoglobin protects against malaria. Wow.
Yeah, I learned that in Africa from a black dude. He goes, how come you're not taking malaria medicine? They said, I'm black.
A new article is likely to help solve one of the long-standing mysteries of biomedicine. In a study that challenges currently held views, researchers unraveled a molecular mechanism whereby sickle cell hemoglobin confers a survival advantage against malaria. Wow.
It's racist.
I have a buddy that died of sickle cell. The guy I used to train with back in Boston, my friend Walter.
Really?
Yeah, he was like a really talented Taekwondo fighter, and he would come in and train like really hard for a short period of time. Then he would get sick, and he was always one of those guys that everybody was like, "Where's Walter?" He was like super talented, really good, but he would get sick and he just couldn't compete. And he would get better, and he would just look like a world beater. He was like really fucking good, really talented, really smart. Just knew how to fight, and then just kept getting sickle cell. Just kept getting worse and getting better, and this was like early 80s, 84.
That's when it was taken out brothers left and right.
Maybe even earlier than that, maybe 18.
Dewey Selman, Leroy Selman played for the Bucks. Dewey Selman was the defensive back, and Dewey Selman had sickle cell anemia. That was the first time I ever heard of it. But I remember telling my dad, I think I have sickle cell anemia because I heard it. Dewey Selman had it. My dad was like, "You're black."
That's amazing that it came from malaria.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense. I mean, your body, or the human body, is going to try to figure out some way to get over this hump. It's the most deadly disease, I think, ever. If I had a guess, I would say malaria is probably the most deadly disease ever. But everybody's scared of
Well,
AIDS.
I'll tell you what, rabies is pretty fucking bad. Because I got bit by a bat in Costa Rica, and I was like, I got bit by a bat, she got the rabies shot, and they were all, Costa Rica's like, Buena vida, man, pure like, don't worry, now you'll be fine, we'll have rabies down here, now you'll be fine. And then I go back and I come back to, get my shot to go again, and they said, you want a rabies shot? I said, I've been bit by a bat once, and the lady freaked, and like laid it on me. She was, there's no recovery from rabies. Like, if you do in fact have rabies, you will die from rabies.
No, that's not true.
100%.
No,
not
they
one
won't give you
person.
an injection.
Nope, not one person has ever not gotten bit by rabies, gotten the shots in 2 days. You got him within 2 days, and ever lived. Ever fucking lived. Not one.
So everybody who gets rabies, even if you get the shots inside of 2 days, you still die?
No, you have to get the shots within 2 days.
And then you live.
And then you live, yes.
Yeah,
But if you don't get those shots,
oh, I see what you're saying. So if you don't get the shots, you're dead.
100%.
Wow.
5 months later, you're just sitting in a bed, you start feeling sick.
Rabies is scary, man.
It starts with a sore back. How many fucking times I lay in a hotel bed going, God damn it, my rabies is kicking in.
You're rabies.
I'm fucking scared,
Are
man.
you a hypochondriac?
Come on, Joe. I'm worse than I. You have no idea. You ever heard about when I thought I got genital warts?
What happened?
Oh,
Did you get a magnifying glass and
no.
look at little individual cells?
No.
That one looks weird.
No, but I did sit with my balls and dicks in a bowl of vinegar watching Quantum Leap drinking 40.
Why vinegar?
Because, I don't know, man. I got fucking obsessed.
Seems right.
No, vinegar will tell you if you have genital warts.
So that's hilarious. It'll tell you,
Hey
man, you got the warts. Vinegar will just let you know.
It'll whisper to you. Yeah, this is bad.
You look down, it's an exclamation point.
You never had one of those times where you just looked at your dick a bunch, like you have sex one night, and then the next day you like kind of giving your dick a once over, and you're like, wait, what the fuck is that?
It's kind of amazing how rarely guys do give their dick a once over. Like, how often do you so dealing with her?
Yeah, every time I take a shit,
Pick it up,
I go
look
through
to
it.
the left, look to the right,
flip them upside down so you're staring up at me like I got him into jujitsu.
stare at your sack underneath in the mirror.
Was it just-
left ball bigger?
Was it just from fucking, just like a sore from fucking too hard?
Well, it started out as nothing. And I started off with a one-night stand, and I was working at Barnes & Noble, and I went to the bathroom, and I was looking at my shit nonstop. And then I started looking at those web journals, med journals. And then I was like, oh, you know what? Like, and this is, I don't know if anyone has obsessive compulsive hypochondria. This is how it works. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna go get some stuff at CVS, put it on my balls. I won't notice anything in the morning. And next thing you know, you're rubbing lotions and Tinactin and fucking putting shit all over your balls and dicks, thinking you're gonna fix something, and then it looks worse the next day. And then you're like, all right, listen, all I gotta do is I'm gonna do the Tinactin, I'm gonna stay with the Tinactin, and then I'm gonna dip my balls and dick in a bowl of vinegar tonight, and that'll tell me. And the next thing you know, your dick and balls have just been getting a fucking beating for like 2 days, and they don't look normal anymore. And now you can't stop fucking with them. You're literally like fucking with your dick.
God, you're so
non-stop.
obsessive.
Non-stop. I'm not the only one that's been through this. I know there are people that've done
A
this.
lot of guys out there pickling their balls and dick.
Pickle in there, and you just, and then you're in Philly, and you can't stop looking at your dick. You're just like non-stop.
Why does it have to be Philly?
Because that's where I went. I went to Philly. Went to Philly with my cousin Abe, and I stayed in this place, and I was fucking
Hey,
looking at
cousin Abe, come take a look at my cock.
It's a vinegar.
Another little pickle?
every conversation you starts with like, General Wirtz is very common.
God.
and then it took, I mean, I'll be very honest about this. I went to a dermatologist in Tampa. I spiraled out. My mom said, come home. You're something's going wrong with you. I flew home. And I was like, I'm fine.
You had to fly home to deal with this, and it wasn't even genital warts?
Wasn't either. By the way,
Dipping your dick in vinegar, you gotta get on a plane.
Hey, by the way, use hydrogen peroxide. It's way better than vinegar. Why did you say vinegar? You just kind of started
Either way,
We didn't have the internet back then. We didn't have the internet back then.
Don't marinate your dick.
Yeah.
Just don't. Just don't. Don't try any home remedies. Did you even bother Googling it?
Oh, Google wasn't around.
Oh, that's right.
This was right when I moved to New York, probably 1997.
So yeah, you'd have to get an encyclopedia.
And you know how hard those were to thumb through? The fucking, does anyone remember the Dewey Decimal System?
Yeah.
Like, that fucking was so complicated. Like, I never learned it, and I never had to.
Do they even cover that kind of stuff? Like, if you got an encyclopedia or a medical encyclopedia, would they talk about dick warts and home remedies like pickling your dick in vinegar. Where would you get that data?
Pickling dick and vinegar I probably did get from the internet. And the internet was around, it just wasn't like what it is.
Bert Kreischer
There was
is
those books, those
hilarious.
home remedy books, like